Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of The Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day, guys. He's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part podcast, you have Cisco laying off thousands of employees as they shift to AI just days after Dell announced this, which comes as no too much of a surprise since so they're very similar companies. Now granted, Cisco is known overwhelmingly for enterprise networking solutions, aka you have your switches, you have wireless access points, or as the rap song calls them, the WAPs, and of course they do AI as well. They sprinkle in, Cisco knows they do a lot of security. Dell more known for servers. They've got their storage, they got their laptops. I know they do many other things, but that's a core of what many people perceive them as, and a lot of what we see them in terms of revenue. Now with Cisco, they have the largest market share in the industry, bar none, from networking technologies. Especially, again, this is more of a business to business product. Most businesses will buy Cisco for their infrastructure, for their networking. However, consumers don't see the technology too much unless they like to play I Spy when they go to retail establishments like myself and look up the ceiling and wonder, where's access point do they use in here? Which, you could just scan the room with an app, but where's the fun in that? But nevertheless, getting back to the Reuters article, this actually come to us thanks to Yukar Shiti and Supana, who's a writer over there. And here we go. They say, quote, exclusive, Cisco lay off thousands more in second job cut this year. There you can see their iconic Cisco logo. And they say, quote, Cisco will cut thousands of jobs in the second round of layoffs this year as the U.S. networking equipment manufacturer shifts focus to higher growth areas, including cybersecurity and AI. People familiar with the matter said, which they probably also need to cut costs since they paid $20+ billion for Splunk, which I don't want to say that's the biggest waste of money on the planet, but they paid a premium for what was the industry leader for decades in terms of log technologies, and yet they were on the downfall. And most businesses are getting rid of it, so it's very strange that they bought it. Granted, they'll probably take that technology and spruce it and throw it in everything they use. But again, that was a $20+ billion purchase, so they got to cut costs to kind of make up for that as well. And I guess it does make sense. They want to shift to more cybersecurity and AI, which again, Cisco has. Well, they do have firewalls again, which I always joke they're free because if you buy a whole data center worth of Cisco networking gear, they usually toss in firewalls for free. But nevertheless, they also have, everyone knows their firewalls. The ASAs are infamous, and they do have a lot of endpoint security, and they have other security solutions as well. Now, they say that, quote, the number of employees affected with the matter could affect about 4,000 employees, which was very similar to the layoff of 4,000 employees they had in February. Yeah, oh yeah, they actually said they paid $28 billion for Splunk. So I was right, high 20s billion for Splunk, which again, most businesses were ripping out left and right because it costs so much, and the more you use it, the more it costs, and the competitors, they're not doing that as much, or in some cases at all, depending on their business models. So this kind of adds to the tech layoffs. They say in the article that over 126,000 people have been laid off, 393 companies since the start of this year in the tech industry, which again had been booming for years, partially pushed up by the pandemic. Because again, when you had a shift where everyone's working from home, that means businesses had to utilize new and different technologies even more. It was very unfortunate. Hopefully there's some folks out there they're able to find gainful employment with one of the two competitors. I only partially kid because when it comes to networking solutions, you have Cisco, you have Hewlett Packard Enterprise and Aruba, which I'm a little biased. I used to work there. Now I just resell and maintain and deploy those types of solutions, including Cisco. Then you have Juniper, which actually HPE Aruba is buying. So realistically, you have Cisco, Hewlett Packard Enterprise Aruba, Extreme Networks, I guess, Arista Networks for like a core, and then for small companies, you do have Ubiquity, but there's not a lot of big networking manufacturer options. Now that being said, most people in IT, most people in general, are able to take those skill sets and translate it to a new solution or take that into a new company. So hopefully none of the people laid off are employed for too long. They will find gainful employment of one of the other tech companies that is growing right now. But a little disappointing news, and we'll see what the future holds for Cisco this coming year. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, giving me a thumbs up or thumbs down or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.